All power to the people. My name is, as stated, is Richard Brown. I don't know where to begin because it goes back. I've been attacked by the FBI for so many decades that it's hard for me to remember when all of this started. But I'm here to stand in solidarity with the 23 because I've been where they are before. I've been subpoenaed by the grand jury, so-called grand jury. Back in 1971, there was a crime that was committed at the Ingleside police station in which an officer lost his life. In 1973, 13 Black Panthers were tortured in New Orleans. They were forced to, 3 of them were forced to confess to all of the unsolved crimes that were committed in the United States and implement several other people. Because they were tortured, the confessions were thrown out. And at that time, it was illegal to torture people and to use the confessions in a court of law. We fast forward to 9/11, when the horrible attack occurred in New York, and then the Patriot Act was signed, brought into law, and Homeland Security. In the 60s, I was targeted by COINTELPRO, and in 2000, I was targeted by Homeland Security, which actually is the same organization, the same people. They brought most of the people out of retirement from COINTELPRO and deputized them for Homeland Security. In 2005, we were told to come before a grand jury, 7 or 8 of us, to testify. We refused to testify. We were offered immunity. We still refused to testify, so therefore we were sent to court. We were found in contempt and locked up. We were held until the end of the grand jury, which was something like a couple of months. So we spent a couple of months in jail, and then they had to release us. The reason we refused to testify is because we knew that anything that we said would be held not only against us, but if they had hundreds of people that they were asking us about. If we said anything about anybody, those people would be targeted also. They would be held, brought and subpoenaed next. That's the purpose of the grand jury. That's other than intimidation. The purpose of that is to link things up. Anything and everything that you say is going to be used against you one way or another. When they offered us immunity, that was one of the biggest tricks in the world, because even if we had said something about someone else and that person said something about me, then I could still be charged, I would still be brought back, and I would still end up with a crime, with a charge. Because we did not testify, we were still arrested in 2007 for homicide and conspiracy to commit murder all over the world, according to them. Because we didn't testify, the trial drug on, is still actually going on to this day, but it drug on for most of us for 3 or 4 years, and because they had no foundation, because we didn't say anything at the grand jury, they were forced to throw the cases out. So I stand before you today, a free man, free of all their charges, because I refused to testify in the first place before a grand jury, and because of all the support that we got from people throughout the Bay Area, throughout this country, and actually all over the world. So the way I dealt with it, and the way I would always deal with it, is to say hell no to any FBI, to say hell no to any type of grand jury, to say hell no to anybody and everybody that wants me to testify against my brothers and sisters and my comrade. I could not, I understand, and so did the rest of the 8, that we could not say anything and expect any type of justice. The grand jury and the FBI, they tell me that at one time the FBI was supposed to be the good guys. I've never known them as that. But I know now that they are a tool to be used. They're the real terrorists. That's right. They're a tool to intimidate people. They're a tool to bring about any type of charges by any means necessary to frame people. And this is my opinion, and I'm going to keep it until they prove to me otherwise, which will never happen. But please, this is the message that the 8 of us want the people to know, is that we refuse to testify before a grand jury, and because of that, it took the teeth out of their case. Thank you for your time and patience. All power to the people.